Okay, so he's down for his nap, but I basically on the journey of sharing my lifestyle as a full-time mother, full-time online coach, trying to build a brand, trying to build a business. And yeah, I just want to share with everyone the journey, and hopefully my page and content inspires or helps someone out there. But starting from the beginning, last April, I found out that I was pregnant. I decided, since it was my first pregnancy, I wanted to really keep everything kind of to myself and protect my peace, so to speak. Um, so I did just that. I didn't share the news until July. Um, and a lot of people obviously were shocked, but I didn't really care. It was my decision. So I say that to like whoever, you feel you want to have on your journey when you become a mother. Keep those people close to you and be honest and let them know like what you need from them as far as support. And I think that having that will definitely help you along your journey. So July, I did my little reveal, having a baby boy. And then by then, I was going to my doctor's appointments. Everything was fine. Um, Heard great things from the doctors, she's telling me baby's strong, baby's healthy. So no scares at this point. Everything was going very well. I was very happy. So at the time, I was working a 4 a.m. shift to 11 a.m. shift. And then I'd have like a 3 hour break in between the day. And then I go back to work from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So when I hit about 6 to 7 months, I started to slow down with working out. If you don't know by now, by like my content or my fitness page, which is fitness with 3 S's _ angel, go follow me. I was a full-time coach. I've actually been a full-time coach for about 5 to 6 years now. I come from the background of track and field in college, full-time All-American. I've played high school basketball. I've done boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. So I'm very, very athletic. I've been doing this for maybe since the age of 15. I've been in sports, being athletic. So fast forward to being now 6 to 7 months pregnant. This was the time where my body told me absolutely to sit down. So that on top of the crazy hours I was working, still a full-time coach at the time, I just hit a wall of like fatigueness. So I'm more focused the remaining months of my pregnancy on flexibility and mobility, which I feel like I lost a lot of because I got really into lifting weights. When I was running track and even at my MMA gym training, I did a lot more flexibility, mobility, and cardio. And this is coming from a 400 runner. So it's just kind of like being pregnant has made me realize the importance of stretching, the importance of cardio, and I really want to get back into that. So you'll see some, content of that too. But yeah, this was the first time I truly can say that like my body was like forcing me to like not work out. And I know I see like girls on Instagram like showing off, squatting like 300 pounds, 200 pounds, still pregnant. And I believe that sometimes what you see on Instagram, you can't always believe, one, not to throw shade, and two, it's just like your mindset, right? Like for me personally, I just was afraid. Like I genuinely was afraid of everything when I was pregnant. Like I didn't know what to expect. My main focus was I need to stay healthy. I can't hurt myself. I don't want to hurt my baby. So for that, it even made me like not want to like lift as heavy as I was before. Although lifting weights is extremely important for you when you're pregnant or when you're not, just period. Strength training is the number one, um, you know, thing that we should all be doing as humans. But like I said, I have never been pregnant before. I didn't know what to expect. I was not pressed to post content on Instagram. I started to really just hone in on like learning about pregnancy, period. I spent my free time doing a lot of research. I did a lot of research on my birth plan, which I'll get into that on the next video. I did a lot of research on exercises that will help strengthen my pelvic floor and, deep breathing exercises. I did a lot of cardio, a lot of walks and stretching. I tried to get away from the heavy lifting because I feel like I was already stiff. And in my head, I just felt like I needed to focus on being as loose as I can to push my baby out. So that's just kind of the story of the whole year of how it went down. First 6 months, I barely looked pregnant, so I was working out. I felt great. First trimester, I felt really good. I feel like for the second trimester, towards the end of first, I hit a wall where I was very fatigued, but then I came out of that and I just kept working out until, those hours of working just set me down for a little bit, and I was okay with that. And yeah, so fast forward to December, that was the month that I gave birth to my son. And that will be a whole different story about the initial labor and how far I went and the afterlife of that event. So if you want to hear that story, all raw, no edits, no filters, you have to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be crazy.